Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick little elf review for you guys today. I have ordered off of their site before and bought their stuff from Target, but I haven't tried everything at the store, and there was a few things that I still wanted to pick up and give it a try. So I ordered a bunch of this stuff and I'm going to review it for you today. So the first thing I picked up is the $1 lipsticks that they have. And I wanted to pick up some more of these because I had tried one color before and it's like been my favorite lipstick for a long time. So the first color that I picked up is Nostalgic, and it's a nudie type pink, but I would say it's more leaning towards nude. And as you can see, I got it broken in the package, but I fixed it with a lighter. The second color I picked up is Flirtatious. And this is a very watermelon-y pink. It's not extremely bright, but it's pretty opaque. But I wanted to get some more pink lipsticks because I really don't have that many. I normally just wear reds throughout the entire year, but you know, I figured I'd try something new. And the last three I picked up are these reds. The first one I got is Fearless. And it's a pretty pinky red. It's not a very true red. It comes out kind of, I don't know. It comes out more true red on camera, but it's more of a pinky red. And the second red is Voodoo. Now this red comes out more of like a tomatoey red. It's kind of a muted red. And then I also picked up Posh. And this one too is also a muted red, but it's more of like a dusty rose type red. Also on the lip front, I picked up one of their moisturizing lipsticks, and this one's in Pink Minx. And it's a really pretty watermelon-y pink again. It's pretty opaque. It's not... Yeah. It's pretty opaque, but it's not very moisturizing. They say it's a moisturizing one. I still suggest using a chapstick beforehand, or you're going to get feathering and, you know, crusty lip not funness. Moving on to glosses, I got some of their glossy glosses, and the finish on these is a little bit sticky. It's definitely really thick and creamy, not extremely opaque or anything. I picked up the colors Dragon Fruit and Ballet Slippers. Dragon Fruit is again a watermelon-y pink. I kind of just wanted a gloss to go over the watermelon pink lipsticks that I had just bought, and then I wanted a nude. And like I said, they're a little bit sticky, but I prefer them to be a little bit sticky so that they'll actually stay on my face through water bottles and smooches and stuff. I picked up two other lip glosses, and this one's the mineral lip gloss in Sorority Girl. You can't really see it, but it has little gold flecks in it, and it's kind of like a peachy color. And then I picked up, okay, with these ones, they had silver writing on them, and you could literally wipe it off, like, yeah. But these were I wrote it down. Oh, these are the extra lip glosses. I don't know. And they have a different kind of brush than the other ones do. It's kind of like this flat, I don't know. But it's actually one of my favorites that I picked up. It was only $2, I think, and it was actually, yeah, I think it was $2. And I just needed something else to throw in the cart to make it equal the price to get the deal or whatever. And I'm actually really glad I picked this one up. It's probably my favorite gloss that I've picked up. It's just a really pretty nude with really really light flecks of gold. You can't really see it when it's on the lips, but and the color I got was Scott. I also picked up some of the e.l.f. balm tints, and these remind me a lot of the Hip brand lip gelées or something. I don't know. They're really creamy, kind of sticky, but they have a similar smell. They just have this really sweet vanilla. I don't know. It smells really good though. I picked up Nude. And I also picked up Peach. Pretty self-explanatory. This one's actually really orange, but they're not very opaque, so they come on kind of glossy. And the last on the lip front that I picked up is these conditioning lip balms. And the colors I got are extremely similar to each other. Well, I guess you can kind of see the difference. I picked up Mellow Melon. Oops. And these ones are extremely sheer. They're really light. You can barely feel them on the lips. It feels like you're not really wearing anything. Again, with the smell, they're kind of sweet, but it's almost got this like strawberry shortcake doll plasticky smell to them. I really enjoy that. Reminds me of my childhood. And what's the other one? Peaceful Pink. Yeah. You can barely tell. I just got them because I needed some more chapsticks, and I like using them when they're in a pot like this. It's just more fun to me. Talk about excessive packaging though. Seriously? Like, moving on to the face. So I wanted to pick up one of their BB creams because I've never used a BB cream from anywhere. I don't really wear foundations very often because I have freckles, and if you don't like your freckles, then using foundation's fine. But if you do like your freckles and you don't want to cover them up, it's really hard to find your color, because if you use a foundation that's too light for your skin or the same tone as your skin, it's going to make your freckles look muddy and you'll still be able to see them. So you kind of have to go for like a little bit of a darker shade than what you think you'd be. Anyway, so I got the e.l.f. BB cream, and it's got SPF 20, which I really like because I forget to wear sunscreen all the time, and I'm a ginger, and that's not smart. But the color I picked up is kind of, it's a little dark for me, but once you blend it out really well, you can barely tell. I'm wearing it today, but the lighting in here sucks, so. I really like the BB cream. I've only used it a few times so far, but I really like it. It doesn't do a really heavy coverage at all. It's very sheer, but it does kind of even out the skin tone a bit. And I put that on over, I just threw the cap, the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. And this stuff is so smooth. I love it. It smells awful though. Well, okay, it doesn't smell awful, but not something you really want on your face. It smells like Melaleuca, which is just a really strong tea tree oil. Yeah, it's really strong, but it does go away after you put it on. It doesn't stay. And it really does make your makeup go on a lot smoother. It, keeps everything balanced and mattified. You could probably just wear the primer out itself if you wanted to kind of still mattify the face but not have to wear any foundations. I also picked up the SPF 45 sunscreen UVA UVB protection, and it's a powder. So I don't know how well it does its job, but it's just a little thing with a powder poof, and you just it says it's sheer, or I think it was supposed to be translucent. Sheer might just be the color, but it doesn't really have much of a color on it. I don't know if you used it on a darker skin tone if it would look like cakey or whatever, but it has a scent too. All these products have somewhat of a scent. They're all different. It's almost like, maybe it doesn't have a scent. Maybe I lied. But SPF 45 in a powder, that's weird. That's different for me. I like it. I also picked up the e.l.f. HD blush. Now on the website, I thought it was going to be more like the size of the primer. It's dinky. It's really adorable, and it's really tiny, but it's going to last you forever, because seriously, like, that much is enough for your entire face. It's really pigmented. Okay, maybe I lied. You're gonna need a little bit more than that, but over the primer, it kind of blends out really well. I don't suggest using it without the primer because it can kind of settle into your pores and make it look a little weird, and be too pigmented, too concentrated in one area. So I suggest using it with the primer, kind of just blending it out with like a beauty blender or your fingers or something, and it's really pretty. The color is just a little dark for me, but I'm going to see if they have a lighter one and pick that one up. And the color I got for the blush is Superstar. I also picked up the regular like $3, $5, $3 blushes that they have, and I got the color Mellow Mauve. And I would say it's kind of mauve, I guess. It looks a little bit almost more like a dark peachy. I wouldn't really call it mauve. Mauve is kind of a purple. But it is a darker, like, fall time blush. This blush isn't extremely pigmented. It's kind of more of like a sheer wash of color. You can barely... You know, it's not very pigmented at all, but I still really like the color. If you're kind of going for the no makeup type look, this is a really pretty one to use. And I also picked up the e.l.f. Pressed Mineral Blush. Now this one, whoo-wee, you probably can't tell, but it's really pigmented. It's really soft, really velvety. And I got this one in Wanderlust. You can't really see the color. It's kind of like a wine type color. It's really pretty. Moving on to the eyes, I picked up the e.l.f. waterproof eyeliner pen. And their double-ended waterproof in regular mascara. I've tried the brown one of this a long time ago. I bought it at Target. You can get a lot of e.l.f. products at Target, but you can't get them all. I usually just do my shopping online because they have amazing deals. But yeah, I don't really care for the waterproof. I don't like waterproof mascaras. I guess for being a waterproof, it isn't bad. It doesn't really move around too much, but the regular mascara, I think it's pretty good. It's really dark black. It doesn't really smudge throughout the day. It doesn't really flake throughout the day. It's pretty, I'm wearing it today. I don't know. It doesn't really hold a curl very well, but it's like $2, so for being cheap, it's a really good mascara. The waterproof eyeliner pen, though, that's just... And then last but not least for the eyes, I picked up the e.l.f. liquid eyeliner. This is the second time I picked it up. The first time I got it, the brush was all wonky. So it's a little darker. It's still a bit watery. It's not going to be like a high quality eyeliner, but it's $1, or like, yeah, I think it's $1. And but when you pair it over their cream liners, I think it gives like this really nice dark eye look for really cheap, and it's a little bit more work, you know, it's 2 steps, but it stays on all day. I didn't have any problems with it moving throughout my normal day. And I really like it. So that is all, my lovelies. Thank you for watching. If you have any requests on a tutorial with any of the makeup that I purchased from e.l.f., if you'd like to see a tutorial, just leave it in the comments below, and I will try to do a video for you guys. Thanks, bye!